Hello traders everywhere, Jeremy Lutz coming to you from the digital studios of Market Club, and the dominant topic of the week has been escalating trade tensions between the US and China and oil production, which was increased today by OPEC, which we'll get into in a minute. But as you can see, we'll start here in our portfolio, and we'll go ahead and start with the S&P 500. And I have it set to a weekly chart as we come to the end of the week on Friday, and I usually like to go and take a look at where we're ending the week. Currently, you can see with the week we're down a little over 0.6% on the S&P 500, currently trading at 2,761.42 with a chart analysis score of plus 55, indicating that we are in a sidelines trend for the S&P 500, and this will be the second week of declines. And our key level to watch has moved a little lower, looking at, or actually moved up, I should say, is 2,739.51. A move below that level would issue a red weekly trade triangle, indicating that the strong downtrend is back in place for the S&P 500. So that'll be something to watch as we open on Monday and the trade war talks go on over the weekend between the US and China. Moving along to the Dow Jones, currently trading at 24,630.25 with a chart analysis score negative 65, indicating that downtrend is starting to gain strength out of a sidelines position. And our key level to watch is 24,406.63. A move below that level would issue a red weekly trade triangle, indicating that a strong downtrend is in place for the Dow. Currently with losses about 1.83% on the week currently. And news of OPEC's deal to increase oil production slightly out of Vienna today has helped push the Dow back up on the day, which is helping it to not break a 40-year record of 9 consecutive days of losses, standing currently at 8 consecutive days. So we have OPEC to thank for that, for keeping the Dow inflated a little bit today in the energy sector. Moving along to the Nasdaq, currently trading at 7,707.70. Down about 0.5% on the week. That is the first weekly loss in 4 weeks. And it was looking pretty positive until today, where the tech sector kind of turned negative on all these trade tensions with China. Currently, chart analysis score stands at plus 100. So overall, the strong trend is still up for the Nasdaq, and our key level to watch is 7,561.20. A move below that level would issue a red weekly trade triangle, indicating that the strong trend is weakening and moving more to a sidelines position. Moving along to the dollar, currently down about a little over 0.1% on the week with a chart analysis score plus 75 with a green monthly and green weekly trade triangle, indicating that the strong trend is still in place for the US dollar, however, just kind of weakening a little bit on recent weakness. Key level to watch remains 92.76. A move below that level would issue a red weekly trade triangle, indicating a move to a sidelines position for the US dollar. And we get to the big mover of the week right now, which would be the crude oil, currently with a chart analysis score plus 100. And we'll actually change this to a weekly or a daily chart here real quick. I'll show you we've got a new green weekly trade triangle today at 68.38 on that strong move up. Currently trading at 68.72, pushing that chart analysis score to plus 100. Key level to watch is going to be 64.34. A move below that level would issue a red daily trade triangle, indicating a move to a short-term sideline position for crude oil. And this move up really comes just on the news from OPEC that they've decided to raise output from July by about 1 million barrels per day, although they say the real increase is going to be somewhere between 600 to 800,000 because several countries aren't going to be able to fill the gap as they ramp up production. So we'll have to keep our eyes on the crude oil price heading into next week. We'll go back to a weekly chart right here, and as you see, it's up. It's about 6% on the week, but a bulk of that being on that over 4% move today. We'll go ahead and take a look at gold, currently with a chart analysis score negative 100, heading lower for the week, down about 0.7%, trading at 1,270.30. Key level to watch should be 1,278.60. A move above that level would issue a green daily trade triangle, indicating a move from a short position to a sidelines position on the short-term time frame. And we'll back it out here and we'll take a look at Bitcoin. Currently down about 7% on the day, heading back to that $6,000 level. Currently trading at 6,171.44, hitting a weekly low of 6,117. With the chart analysis score -90, continuing to come under heavy pressure in the cryptocurrency world. Key level to watch will be 7,753.98. A move above that level would issue a green weekly trade triangle, indicating a move to a sideline position for Bitcoin. With that, every success. Have a great trading day and a great weekend, and I'll be back with some updates next week.